Hello guys. This is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Now, I am here to briefly discuss Marsau and Latisha Scott and how they are the king and queen of gaslighting. We all know that Marsau has this wordplay that he flips and dips and spins ish around when he talks. He's really good at that. And he does so much talking and ad-libbing where he's adding this and adding this little word and that little word and trying to use this little method and this little slogan and all this and that, where at this point I'm almost like I never know what the hell he's talking about. Like, I never can really walk away and know, oh, Marsau was talking about this. Like, this was the thing. Like, this was the main, context of, the point he was making. In other words, I never honestly can walk away saying that because he adds so much fluff. It'd be like, what are you talking about? I do that a lot when I'm sitting there listening to Marsau. And I know for me, I used to always be like, okay, yeah, Marsau is the smarter one between the two of them, between Latisha and Marsau. Marsau is definitely the smarter one. But now it's like, I don't know. I don't know if he's the smarter one anymore, because they both seem like complete and total idiots, like for real. The way he sat there and talked to the Fletchers and tried to downplay the Fletchers, downplay Mel, it was like, what? Really? Gonna sit here and downplay Mel after Mel and Martell actually helped him quite a bit, early on. I can't remember what episode. I know it was in season 1 where Martell, it was season 1 because they was going at it during the season 1 reunion. But Martell actually said that the Scotts lived in a condo that the Holts owned for a short period of time. They lived there. I don't know if this was before they had kids or during the time that the Scotts had kids or not, but Martell actually said that the Scotts lived in their condo that they had. Now, the Holts were already living in their beautiful home in the suburbs, but I guess they had, they purchased a condo. Maybe it was a condo that they lived in before they bought the big home that they actually lived in when they were married, or what. I'm not sure. But I know I heard Martell say that they lived in a condo that they owned for a short period of time. And then we know that Marsau used to work at the movie theater, taking tickets, tearing up the tickets, putting the tickets in the wastebasket when customers came through the door. And this is in his 30s. This was not a teenager job for him. This man was in his 30s working at the movie theater. Now, hey, it's honest work. If you ain't got nothing else, you got to do what you got to do. Nothing's wrong with the concept, with the reason why you had to do that or work at the movie theater. But I mean, it is what it is. You worked at the movie theater, a grown-ass man, in that way. So, and he tried to take on this type of demeanor like he's such the successful businessman making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And that's simply just not true. And everybody knows it. You guys don't even they don't even live the life of a high-end, financially high-end couple. They really seem like a couple that just one work at Amazon and the other one work at the plant or something. And there's nothing wrong with either one of those jobs at all. Hell, my aunt, her husband work at, because again, I'm in Michigan, y'all. So the plants are big here. And I remember a long time ago, I mean, and even today, but even though they're striking right now, but for a couple, a couple, like a married couple, or two people just living together. But I know for a fact a married couple both work at the plant and have been working at the plant for a very long time. that was a couple that people considered to be doing well, because for the most part, I'm just guesstimating because I've never worked at the plant, but I got a lot of family members that worked at Chrysler, a lot of family members that work at Chrysler, and my aunt and her husband, which was my uncle-in-law, they and I got a couple of family members of aunts with their husband worked at plants. They were always well off. They always had nice home, nice cars, of course, because they worked at the plant, right? But hell, you can work at the plant and your credit score is still low. But they made decent money where they were able to pay bills off and get their credit together. And so now they can always buy a very nice car, and then if you work at the plant, you get the discount or whatever. But I'm just saying, so there's nothing wrong with working at no plant. I'm not dissing the jobs. I'm just saying these people try to act like they're so this and that and high and mighty, and they're not. They're just a regular couple with regular income. Because, Love and Marriage Huntsville, they not getting multi-million dollars like Housewives of Atlanta and all of that, all the Housewife franchise. First of all, that's Bravo, okay? This is OWN. I mean, Oprah is doing well and all this and that, but they're not paying that kind of money at OWN. Not yet, anyway. Nene Leakes and them, they were getting like 1.7 million and, all this type of stuff. And even on the low end, now Candy, I think, is getting the millions now. I think they say Candy is like the highest paid on the Housewives of Atlanta. But hell, even the lower end people was getting like 400 and some thousand an episode, 300 and some thousand an episode, or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think they getting that yet. I mean, they may, like in the 100 and some thousand. They not getting no millions yet. And that's reported. You can go to certain websites and see what the annual range is of what they're making, and they're not in the millions yet. So, I mean, that's just that on that. But anyway, so yeah, they tried to put Mel down, and Martell sat there, and not Martell, but Marsau sat there and said he doesn't respect the t-shirt business when he was sitting there talking to Mel. It's like, what? I would have been like, if I'm making $200,000-300,000 off these t-shirts and sweatshirts, I'm gonna sell them. And I know you would do the same thing if you could do it. You can't do it. That's why you don't respect it. Then he's gonna say, I just don't respect the product business at all. I just do it to make money, Mel. Really? I bet you I won't be buying no more black. Or Black in the Bottle, or whatever that mess is. And I actually wanted to taste it. Interested in tasting a champagne that has like a hint of a chocolate taste. So it sounds like it was be a little tasty, but I'm not buying anything from the Scotts. I'm not buying that hair care stuff, Mila and Macy or whatever that mess is. I don't have any kids anyway, young enough to wear that mess. My son wear locks. Which he do probably need an oil, but I'm not buying theirs. I'm not buying hers, and I'm not buying Black in a Bottle. That's the first thing they say in business. I remember I took that in college a long time ago, even though my degree is not in business. I had to take a business class, and that was in the first chapter, somewhere in the first chapter. Never go into business for money. Never just do it for the money. It's got to be something you love, something you believe in, yada, yada, yada. And for him to just say, I'm doing it for the money, this is why y'all don't really make none. That's why y'all ain't really making no money, because you in it for the money. And so there's no passion behind it, And he had the nerve to say, well, every time I hear Mel, she got a different company, this, that. It's just like you throwing stuff against the wall, see what stick. Really? No, it's called this. I got this business going, and I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars from this business. Now I'm about to do this. I'm about to get into this, or to get into that, and get into. That's what you do. You multiply. If you know how to do it. Clearly, Marsau doesn't know how to do that, and he want to downplay her And I was going to do a video on Mel's businesses, but I mean, he knows what all businesses she got. She got the kids products, the skincare product. She has the Posner partnership. That's cosmetics. She got the partnership with the clothing designer Jay Boland. She still does the property preservation courses. You know, she got the production company, Tilted Crowns. She has her singing career where she's constantly doing singles and downloading to all the streaming platforms. You know, that makes money. Hell, if you can download one of her singles for 99 cents, I mean, if 1,000 people, 20,000 people download that song for 99 cents, how much is that? I mean, do the math. I don't even know what it is. I can't do the math in my head. But yeah, so, I mean, he's just full of crap and he's jealous. He's jealous. Then he downplayed the Fletchers. Like Nell Fletcher said, she's been in business for 29 years. She's had that school, daycare, whatever, 29 years. Fletcher, he's been in real estate probably just as long, 20 years, 29 years, selling high-end real estate, high-end homes. Homes y'all the Scots can't even afford to buy a home from Chris Fletcher right now. That's why they went to an apartment. So I don't know, I don't know why these people don't really go off on the Scots, but they don't, and the Fletchers really could have really told them what time it was, but they didn't. They spared them. But Chris did speak up and say, well, don't minimize the Holtz now. He probably wanted to say how much they've helped y'all, but he didn't. He tried to keep it cute. But sometimes Marsau will make you go there. I mean, for real, because he truly tries to downplay people in their efforts. And I don't give a how many times you try to downplay people. No one believes that you guys are a high-end, successful, financially successful couple. We don't, because you're not living it. We don't see it. Hell, Kimmy and Maurice even seem to be doing way, way better than y'all financially. To be honest, they do. And that might even be because of Kimmy. It may be just because of Kimmy. But, it's the Scots. They're a hot mess. They're a hot mess. Yeah, but I didn't want to make this video very, very long. I just wanted to go into a little bit of detail of Marsau sitting with the Fletchers and with Mel, and basically just downplaying everybody's efforts, downplaying everybody's success in business, because they don't have any. The Scots don't have any success in business. I mean, they're being sued currently for a multi-million-dollar lawsuit because he really didn't carry out everything he was supposed to carry out on a work site for a job that he had. And we all know when you are in contracting, I mean, you got to cross every T and dot every I. You can't be skipping steps or not doing everything that's supposed to be done when you building something out, regardless if it's a house, a building, and I don't know anything about it, and I'm trying to act like I do, but I'm not stupid. I know if you're building something, a home, a building, or whatever, you don't want to cut no corners, right? You effing around and had a building falling or leaning to the side or breaking, crumbling, whatever, cutting corners when you're talking about building something. So, yeah. Marsau and Latisha are jokes. And, one ain't smarter than the other. I thought Marsau was smarter, but he's not. He's just as dumb. They're both idiots. And it's starting to show. And they're starting to look more and more pathetic. Like, for real. They're starting to look more and more pathetic, more and more green with envy. And it's starting to show. It really, really is. They're the tiredest. They're the most tiredest couple on the show. For real. For real. But you guys drop down in the comments. You guys tell me what you think. What did you think about Marsau downplaying Mel to the to the Fletchers? And what do you think about Marsau literally downplaying the Fletchers to the Fletchers, sat there in front of the Fletchers and just downplayed. Talking about, I didn't know I just thought you two was just a couple that had a lot of money and he had a pretty wife. Really? You know his homes. I would have been like, I got sell homes that you can't even afford. You couldn't afford them then, you can't afford them now. But whatever. You guys tell me what you think about Marsau gaslighting, trying to make everybody think that they got it going on and they are the brokest couple on the show. Please please comment, subscribe, and hit the notifications, and I will be back for another one. Thanks and bye.